Alright, is the number 215 of my accountability to myself, and I appreciate everyone's attention who watches this. Honestly, today was such an ambiguous day, I would say, because in the morning I wanted to indulge myself with sleeping some longer than I usually do, and I wanted to wake up at 7:30. But for some reason, my alarm didn't work. For some reason, somehow I turned it off yesterday when I tried to change the time of my alarm. So I woke up at 8:10 a.m., um, which I consider to be really late. So, but that was alright because I still had time in the morning to do everything I needed to read. I was reading a book in the morning and I was repeating some French. Yeah, I've got some time for that. Then I went to university. I had my one class and other class, and the thing is that one of them was international business communication, and we've got a new assignment for the next week, for the next Friday. And I really need to grind business vocabulary because it will be the most important criteria that will be evaluated during the business meeting, because we will be given a topic and there are a lot of rules that we need to follow throughout the whole meeting. It will take about 20 minutes, I think, the whole meeting. So we will be communicating with each other, talking over all the stuff, and the most important is to use business vocabulary. So I need to grind it a little, probably in my tomorrow's schedule. I need to plan it somewhere. But yeah, well, then I came home. It was pretty late. It was almost 6 p.m. But I went to have my dinner. I also jumped on the call with my friend. So I low-key wasted most of the time. Then it was, you know, it was nearly 8 p.m. and I thought, oh, I still want to study French, but at the same time, I'm so sleepy. What I did, I started scrolling. I wasted about 20 minutes, then I realized, bro, it's not gonna work that way. And I decided to make music. I decided to use AI to make music, because it's such an interesting process when you can actually experiment, when you can actually make music that you want to listen to. You can use violin, you can use piano. I mean, when you have this beat, you can use whatever you want, and then obviously you can use AI to add voice on top of that. It's interesting. So I spent nearly 40 minutes, maybe more, doing that stuff, and then it was 9:40 p.m. and I was inspired to study French. Like, I was not really inspired, but I knew that I definitely need to allocate some time to study French today. Now it's 11 p.m. so I was studying nearly 1 hour, maybe some longer. Then I decided to repeat some Turkish phrases, and that's it. That's the entire day. I did not go to the gym. I didn't have anything extraordinary, but for example, even tomorrow, I know what I will need to do. I will go to the gym in the morning, definitely. At 2 p.m., I have an interview that I need to make with another person. And in the meanwhile, I will probably have my dinner. I will study French. I will read a book. And then afternoon, I will also try to be productive. By the way, today, between the first and second lesson, I had like 1 hour 20 of doing nothing, and it would make no sense to go home and to return to university, because in one way like to get, for example, from university to my dorm, it takes 30 minutes. So it would make no sense. So I was supposed to stay in university, and I was studying neuroscience. That was interesting. I was studying neuroscience, and I remember when one guy approaches me and asks, are you writing your script? Because I was about to have my presentation, and I said, oh, well, not really. I study neuroscience. Then I briefly explained that I'm studying about habit system in our mind, because we have basal ganglia, we have prefrontal cortex of the brain. They both fight when you're trying to implement a new habit. I briefly explained it, and it's always interesting how people react, because they look like, so they don't understand how it's possible to study those things during your free time, because normally this time is considered to be wasted, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, though. Maybe it sounds a little arrogantly, but it's not. I mean, it's totally alright. It's like every person has his time, every person prioritizes what to do. I personally make myself being interested in that stuff, in that science, in those knowledge, and that is my that was my that was my conscious choice. And on the other hand, sometimes I still my waste some time. I studied in evening. I scrolled about 20 minutes, which is bad, definitely. I mean, I find it bad, because even now at this point it does not matter. Like, it didn't have any impact in my life, and that some kind of impact that I had does not matter now. So what was the point of that impact? It was so how to say it? I don't know. I cannot find the word to describe it. Well, I mean, it was something that made no sense. All right. I even forgot what am I thinking about. I tried to find some word. I forgot what kind of word I want to find. Never mind. So my day was pretty brief, nothing special, and that's crazy because I have 25 days left to stop recording those videos every day. And it's so crazy because it already feels like part of my day. Like, I cannot finish my day unless I record this video. So yeah, maybe I will come out with something afterwards, but it doesn't matter at this moment. So I need to schedule my day for tomorrow because I have not done this yet. I'm gonna do this right after this video, and yeah, I will go to sleep. Last night I had great restorative sleeping for almost 9 hours. Yeah, so this night it's gonna be alright, even if I don't sleep 8 hours, for example. I hope. We will see. Alright, so without being said, see you in the next one.